The city doesn't sleep. But most people never see who's awake with it. Walk through downtown at 3 in the morning and you will notice something. The architecture changes. Not the buildings themselves, but the way they are being used. That alcove near the subway entrance. It is positioned just right to block wind from 3 directions. The ventilation grate on the corner. It is putting out heat from the building heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system below. The overhang behind the bank, deep enough to stay dry and angled to stay hidden from the street. These are not design features. They are survival tools. And the people using them? They have learned to read the city like a language most of us never speak. Living unseen in an urban environment isn't about being homeless. It's about becoming invisible. And invisibility requires strategy. First, location. You'd think abandoned buildings or dark alleys would be the obvious choice. They're not. Those places draw attention. Police patrols, security sweeps, other people who might not have good intentions. The real skill? Hiding in plain sight. Bus stops with covered benches. Loading docks that go quiet after 6 p.m. Parking garages with blind spots on the upper levels. Multi-story buildings with recessed doorways no one checks at night. The goal is simple. Look like you belong until the moment you don't need to be seen at all. And timing matters. Settling in too early? You're noticed. Arriving after foot traffic dies but before security makes rounds? That's the window. Shelter in the city isn't about 4 walls. It's about managing exposure. Cold concrete pulls heat from your body faster than winter air. So the first rule is insulation from the ground up. Cardboard isn't just for signs. Layered flat beneath you, it creates a barrier. It traps air, and it keeps cold from seeping through your clothes into your core. Some use flattened boxes from behind grocery stores. Others fold newspapers into thick pads. It's not about comfort. It's about not losing body heat while you sleep. Then there's the wind. Cities funnel air between buildings like wind tunnels. What feels like a breeze during the day becomes brutal at night. That's where positioning matters. Walls that face away from prevailing wind. Corners that create pockets of still air. Overhangs that don't just block rain, they also block the chill that comes with it. And when the cold gets serious, layers become everything. Clothing isn't fashion, it's engineering. Base layer, tight to the skin. Middle layer for insulation, fleece, wool, anything that holds warmth even when damp. Outer layer to block wind and water. Gloves, hats, thick socks. You lose heat from your head, your hands, your feet. Protecting those areas isn't optional. Then there's water, not drinking it, though that is critical too. But staying dry. Wet clothing in cold air is a death sentence. Hypothermia doesn't just happen in mountains or forests. It happens on city streets when your coat gets soaked and the temperature drops. Plastic bags become armor, wrapped around feet inside worn-out shoes, tucked into layers to block moisture, covering bags or belongings that can't get wet. It's not about looking put together. It's about staying alive until morning. Food in the city is a different kind of challenge. No campfires, no hunting, no foraging. But the city provides if you know where to look. Behind restaurants and grocery stores, dumpsters get filled with food that's still edible. Bread past sell-by dates, produce with soft spots, packaged meals that didn't sell. Timing is everything. Too early and the dumpster is still locked. Too late, and someone else has already been through it. Some places are more reliable than others. Bakeries toss day-old goods every night. Coffee shops throw out pastries in sealed bags. It's not about pride, it's about calories, about energy, about making it through another day. And then there are the public spaces. Libraries, community centers, transit stations, warm, dry, free. Places where you can sit for hours without anyone questioning why. Bathrooms with soap and running water. Outlets to charge a phone, one of the most valuable tools for survival in the modern city. Because a phone isn't just communication. It's a map, a weather report, a connection to services, a way to find work. Keeping it charged means keeping options open. But survival isn't just physical, it's mental. The city teaches you hyper-awareness. You learn which security guards will ask you to move and which ones won't make eye contact. You memorize patrol schedules. You know which blocks have cameras and which alleys do not. You read body language from 50 feet away. Is that person walking toward you out of curiosity or toward confrontation? Is that cop slowing down to check on you or to move you along? Every interaction is a calculation. And the exhaustion isn't just from lack of sleep. It's from being on guard, constantly. Because the moment you are not paying attention is the moment something goes wrong. There's also an unspoken code. People living on the streets are not a monolith. Some look out for each other. They share information about safe spots where food is available and which shelters have beds open. Others keep to themselves. Trust is earned slowly because betrayal out here has consequences. And then there are those who prey on vulnerability. The city has predators in expensive suits and in torn jackets. Knowing the difference keeps you safe. Stealth isn't just about staying hidden from authority. It's about not becoming a target. Blending in means looking unremarkable. Not too clean, it draws questions. Not too dirty, it draws disgust. Somewhere in between, neutral, forgettable. Backpacks are better than bags. They look like you are going somewhere, not living somewhere. Wear clothes in muted colors, nothing flashy, nothing that suggests you have anything worth taking. And you move with purpose. Even if you are not going anywhere, you walk like you are. Because hesitation looks like weakness, and weakness gets exploited. The city's infrastructure becomes a lifeline. Public restrooms in parks, transit hubs, and fast food chains provide places to wash your hands, rinse your face, or brush your teeth if you have a toothbrush. Maintaining basic hygiene is not about vanity. It is about health. It is about dignity. It is about not giving up. Laundromats with bathrooms offer sinks and privacy. Gym day passes, when you can afford them, provide showers. Some people take day labor jobs just for access to a bathroom and a place to clean up. Showing up covered in grime can cost you that next job. And then there's the perception. Walk past someone curled under a blanket in a doorway, and most people look away. Not out of cruelty, out of discomfort. Because seeing someone surviving this way forces a confrontation with how close any of us might be to the same reality. One medical emergency, one job loss, one bad month. The gap between stability and the street is thinner than most people realize. And the ones living it, they're not statistics. They're people who've learned to solve problems most of us never have to think about. Where to sleep without getting rained on. How to stay warm without a heater. How to eat without a kitchen. How to stay clean without a bathroom. How to stay sane when the world has decided you're invisible. This isn't inspiration, it's not empowerment, it's reality. And the ingenuity, born from necessity, is something worth understanding, not romanticizing, understanding. Because behind every makeshift shelter, every strategic sleeping spot, every carefully chosen doorway, there is a mind working at full capacity just to survive another night. The city doesn't sleep, and neither do the people it's forgotten. But they're still here, still adapting, still finding ways to exist in a place that wasn't designed for them. That's not just survival. That's resilience in its rawest form.